This is a certified hood classic.
I ain't gonna lie, I get excited when I hear stuff like this. I get excited when I hear stuff like this.
No!
Pooh Shiesty arrested for allegedly kidnapping Gucci Mane.
FBI, open up!
I get excited when I see shit like this, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Because if you stupid enough to go to prison, be rich as hell, come out and put a Draco and Gucci Mane face on a studio camera and rob him for his ring, his watch, make him sign a contract and kidnap him. Go to prison, folks. I don't want to hear no complaining. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that. You sat in prison for 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. You sat in that bitch for 5 years, cool? 5. And you came home and robbed Gucci Mane with a Draco? You and Big 30?
Gotcha, bitch.
Finish him.
You and all your homies are stupid. I hope they give y'all niggas 150 years for this dumbass shit. The fuck is y'all, man? These little boys is slow as hell, gang. And rapping on the songs. Yeah, it's cool, yeah. FDO, yeah, first day out, yeah, after feds, yeah, I'm out here, right back thugging, yeah, Memphis, man, yeah, Memphis, man, 1017, psych, dog, I'm with CMG now, man, yeah, brrr. Stupid ass little boy.
Hitting TMZ, Pooh Shiesty was arrested for allegedly kidnapping Gucci Mane.
Rabel, the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims.
Pooh Shiesty, he said Pooh Shiesty arranged the meeting, okay? Pooh Shiesty arranged the meeting, remember that, okay?
As alleged,
I hope him and Lil Durk, maybe they could be sellies. Hey, buddy, don't drop the soap, okay? Maybe you and Durk can be sellies. Y'all can go be stupid and shiesty together. Brrr, brrr, OTF, back in blood, yeah.
once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and
They just robbed the Gucci Mane and the whole 1017 got robbed? Oh, yeah, that's about 42 years. That's 1 count. That's 2 counts. That's 3. That's 4 counts of robbery, folks. What? And y'all travel state lines. That's where y'all fucked up, because not a feds watching.
Weirdo.
The feds watching. Why would you get out of federal prison and immediately go rob your CEO with a Draco on camera? Why would you do that? Knowing that you hot as hell, you just got out the feds. Why would you do that? This gotta be the biggest choke job of rap history. And I hope he feel as dumb as he look.
So they held Gucci Mane at gunpoint. They're saying Pooh Shiesty himself, the most shiesty man, and probably the dumbest rapper out here right now. And I'm gonna explain to you why this stuff.
I ain't gonna say him. He not dumb. This is normal. This is not dumbest. This is normal. Him, King Von, Lil Durk, Quando, Rondo, Kodak, Boosie, they all end up all they dumb ass. And why do they do it? Because they want to prove to another nigga that they really gangster. Okay.
Barely.
So go be really gangster in that motherfucking jail cell. Don't nobody feel sorry for you. If you screaming free Shiesty, you're a fucking idiot. We're not screaming free Shiesty. We tired of screaming free Shiesty. Fuck Shiesty. So at this point, go in jail, rot, get your burger, you should be comfortable. You just got out not too long ago. So you right back where you started. Have a good day. Don't drop this up, okay?
Guy's a fucking idiot, okay?
Literally,
I'm not going to hold back. They
Literally.
really robbed Gucci Mane at gunpoint. They stole his chains. They stole his watch. They made
Where's
him sign
the
him out
footage,
of a contract.
bro? We
They got a
gotta
whole
see
bunch of
this
hitters
shit.
from Memphis to do this. Absolute buffoonery.
And Big 30,
Now,
and Big 30, your dumb ass came with him. Nobody was like, hey, bro, I don't think that's a good idea. You just got out the feds. That's stupid. Why are we going to rob? We are well-known, rich, successful, famous rappers. Why are we going to rob another rich, successful, famous rapper? Nobody told you that this was a bad idea. Fresh out the feds. Nobody told you. You got a bunch of friends who are fucking dick riders and goofies. Just straight stupid.
Spoke to you guys previously. Let me just say something before I get deeper into this, okay? Because there's something very, very important I've got to get off my chest, okay? Look, I know what's going on. The numbers are down. For me, for the rappers, no one's charting. This drill music thing is dying. I'm going to keep it very real for you, all right? I've not spoken this candidly about this topic. The drill scene is dying.
It's that time of the year again. Tax time. Which is always stressful. Maybe you owe back taxes or you have unfiled returns. Or maybe you pulled money from your 401k and you got an unexpected bill. No matter the reason, the outcome is always the same. Penalties grow. You could owe money to the IRS, not even know it, and have no plan on how you're going to pay them back. Let me tell you something right now. The IRS is not waiting. They can take your money through wage garnishments, means they can just take money straight out your paycheck. They can seize your properties, and they can file without your consent. But with over 15 years in business, Tax Network USA has seen it all. And they've resolved over $1 billion in debt. Yes, I said 1 billion, my guy. No matter how big or small, they help taxpayers get back on track. And they can do the same for you, but you have to call now. They're offering a free investigation call with the IRS, and after you get off that call, they'll put a clear plan in place for you. Do not wait for another IRS letter. Call 866-418-6263 or visit tnusa.com/Mula or just click the link below. Taxes is a so you better stay on top of it.
I might do a video about it, but the drill scene, in my opinion, died. And it started to die. It got terminal when Lil Durk got arrested. Because when Lil Durk got arrested for murder for hire, all that talking about go green light, go, catch him on the news, see your sonny screaming, no, that was cool.
I like to take a little bit of responsibility for this because I've been clowning these niggas for years. I'm the only person on YouTube who has been clowning these niggas for years. And it's finally getting to the point. I get more and more DMs, more and more comments every day. Niggas is starting to wake up like, gang, I don't want to hear that. I'm cool and I'm trying to put my polo shirts on and put some gun on. We niggas stop. We don't really care about who snitched, who killed who. We don't care no more. Cause we understand that, hey, y'all a bunch of dumb, lame, goofy, slow brain, short yellow bus, dumbass kids.
Until you threw away your opportunity, until you were one of the biggest rappers in the game to ever do it. And now we realizing, oh, all that slide for Von, you actually slid for Von, you're dumb. You threw away your whole life. You're dumb. People don't look up to these drill rappers like they used to. They think they're dumb. They think they're stupid. They think that what they're doing is nonsense and they're throwing away their opportunities. So when that happened with Durk, in my opinion, that's when the drill music and the gangster rap really started to decline.
I think it was King Von, honestly. I think that King Von, that shit happening was the beginning of it. You know what I'm saying? And then the Durk stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody looked at King Von like he was just some goddamn Grim Reaper man that couldn't ever be killed. And he was going to take every soul he ever saw. And then he got killed. You know what I'm saying? Then FBG Duck got killed. And then Chief Keef went to LA and chilled out. And we like, oh, he survived. He good. We should go do that. Then Lil Durk got locked up. Then Bloodhound Lil Jeff came out. Then he got killed 5 days after. As soon as he came out, blew up, he got killed right after. Then Bloodhound Q50 came out. And we seen his dumb ass snorting perks all on the goddamn DJU. We like, hey, y'all a bunch of losers, slow brain, junkie ass niggas. Why am I listening to your music?
Been on a massive
I think we start thinking like, you know? But it's still entertaining to see these dumb niggas crash out though, ain't it?
Pooh Shiesty when Pooh Shiesty got released from jail, he was bringing the real stuff back. FDO was the highest charting single for any rapper, let alone a drill rapper, for a minute. Look at this. Damn. This is Pooh Shiesty's FDO, first day out, all right? This was his moment where he was coming back to take over the rap game. He was the biggest and only remaining gangster. Bro. This song peaked at number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100. Weren't no other gangsters, gun-toting rappers on the Billboard 100 at this time.
Cap, though.
I spoke about it in previous videos. You can go look it up. But at this point in time, Pooh Shiesty was the only person flying the flag for the gangster rappers. Yeah. He was the great
I say Youngboy, but
was the
a lot of Youngboy songs don't be the biggest Youngboy songs. Be him singing, like it be his pain songs. It don't be the other shit.
Final hope in history since Lil Durk got locked up. Since basically Lil Durk showed the world that being a murdering rapper that raps about your crimes doesn't really get you nowhere.
Right.
Oh, this is lame. You got to pay to even see this. But look, we can see that it was 12 on the charts. Okay, we can see that it went number 12. Can I even get an archived version of that? FDO. Pooh Shiesty was meant to come back. So this is why this guy is a moron. All right, this guy is an absolute dummy. Because
not just
he had
him,
every
everybody
opportunity and he got greedy. He wanted to get himself out of his contract at gunpoint. He was having so much motion. He's thinking, oh, I need to get myself out of this predicament. Now he's fucked. Now he's fucked. Now he's not going to be able to release music. He's going to be facing serious charges, going to be back in jail. It's not cool anymore. And he just put another nail in the coffin of drill music where everyone was saying, oh, this gangster rap, this killing, sliding for Von and killing people and rapping about it, and then you lose your entire life. It's not cool anymore. It was cool when Von was killing 7 people and it seemed like there were no consequences to any actions. But Pooh Shiesty just fucked the game up. And he actually just ruined hip-hop. He was the last little hope of this gangster rap shit, and he just ruined it, okay? But anyway, there's some more details about the criminal complaint that have come out, okay? And basically, it's not looking good. Not just for Pooh Shiesty, but also Big 30. And this breaks my heart because I'd just been getting into Big 30 heavily, all right? That song that he's got with Yo Gotti, I got into that song because Hernandez Govern played it, talking about, you know, apparently Yo Gotti got shot up by Young Dolph before Young Dolph got killed. Big Gotti, what do you think they call me king for? Hard, right? And Big 30 killed that song. Ran out of Wacky in the city, now I'm trishing. Hard. So sad. I'm more sad that Big 30's got caught up in this than Pooh Shiesty, to be honest with you, because I'm feeling Big 30's catalogue right now. But anyway, this basically breaks everything down, okay? There's a serious indictment. It's not looking good, all right?
It's looking great.
You can see all the shit that I've been looking at, okay? We're trying to get new watches, new
Okay,
Pokemon
then.
cards this year.
Get
Shout out to the ads one time. Anyway, says rapper Gucci Mane, whose real name is Radrick Delantic Davis, was allegedly robbed and kidnapped by rappers Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 in Dallas. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, the DOJ said Thursday that 9 people, including the aforementioned rappers, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims in a music studio in Dallas. 8 of the 9 suspects were arrested on Wednesday, according to the DOJ, in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. So they're getting them from a whole bunch of places. So they got Pooh Shiesty, they got Pooh Shiesty's dad, and they got Big 30, and a whole bunch of other people were involved. They all went from Memphis down there to Dallas to raise hell. Absolute
so did they
nonsense.
take a jet somewhere and bring all them guns out there?
So the DOJ said in a complaint, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a meeting. Pooh Shiesty arranged the meeting. So he arranged a meeting with Gucci Mane to discuss the recording contract, and then he pulled out an AK-47 and allegedly basically said, yeah, you better sign me away.
Hey, do Gucci Mane get his contract back since this was low-key like not a valid signature? Like, since it was like kidnapping a signature, I wonder if he get like the rights to that contract back. That's a good question, though, ain't it?
And I'm going to go Simon Yo Gotti. So when the 3 members in the music studio, you already heard this, he and 8 of his co-conspirators did an armed takeover. And I don't think it's going to be in here, but I believe one of Gucci Mane's security was actually the police. And people are going to call Gucci Mane a snitch. I don't think Gucci Mane's a snitch. But what's going to end up happening in this situation, unfortunately, is we are going to see...
Man, we don't care about Gucci Mane being a snitch. He's supposed to snitch. He a 40-some-year-old grown-ass millionaire rapper. What is he supposed to do? Slide for Gucci? Slide for like he's supposed to tell the police what happened. Get his money back. Suited. I'll be boy. Y'all niggas. Y'all boy better than me, nigga. He lucky it was Gucci Mane. I would have called the police the next as soon as y'all niggas left. Yeah, officer. I don't know what wrong with these niggas. Pooh Shiesty just robbed me. Who? Yeah, come on, I explain it. That nigga would have got locked up by Friday.
People call Gucci Mane a snitch, but in reality, he was rolling with apparently real, genuine armed security police, ex-police, former, current, off-duty police, whatever you want to call it, all right? He's a multi-millionaire. He needs protection. There's nothing wrong with having armed security that are connected to law enforcement. So there ain't no way, ain't no street code. Oh, Gucci Mane's a street dude, so he's just going to roll over and take this.
Hell no.
Bro, you out here robbing and choking people unconscious that are like actually got connections to law enforcement.
One of the victims was choked during the robbery to the point of near unconsciousness. Oh, so y'all just came in that motherfucker like y'all was Suge Knight for
idiot.
real.
It says the remaining co-conspirators pulled out guns, robbed the other victims of all their stuff, high-value items, Rolexes, jewelry, cash. One of the victims was choked during the robbery to the point of near unconsciousness. Okay,
Damn.
These are apparent injuries sustained by one of the victims, and yeah, I ain't even gonna say it, but you see what's going on. You see the person that got injured here. Fed's taking that seriously. Unfortunately,
the white man. I was just about to say that y'all choking and robbing white man. Remember, y'all. Listen, understand how stupid this motherfucker is. This is not the first time. This is the second time, bro. The first time he even went to prison is because he pulled up in a McLaren in Miami, called the shoe plug and say, "Hey, bro, I need some Jordans." Folks pull up with the Jordans. He upped the gun. Pooh Shiesty and his homies upped the gun like, "Nah, nigga, we taking them Jordans." Sneaker plug try to run. Pooh Shiesty say, "Nah, nigga." Bah! Pop dude in the ass real quick, right? Take the Jordans, drop a bunch of money, skirt off in the McLaren. He got an 8-year sentence, did like 4-5 years, came home. Came home and brung a Draco to Texas. Rob Gucci made on camera on gunpoint with Big 30. Okay, no mask, no nothing. Robbed the shit out of him, and not only did they pull the gun out and make him sign, but they robbed him for his rings, his watches, his Rolexes, everything that had some value, and then they robbed everybody that was there.
That's just how the system works, man. So apparently Big 30 is the one who barricaded the door to prevent the victims from escaping. So you got
nigga barricaded the door.
FBI, open up!
I got it. Hold on, I got the dope. I got the dope. I got the dope. Hold on, I got the dope. You see this belly? I'm Big 30. I got the dope. I got a 32, 30. I got the dope. That nigga thought he was on a GTA 6 mission.
false imprisonment in there. Good shout. And we saw the FBI actually executing a search warrant at Pooh Shiesty's Memphis home recently. And it is just looking really bad. So look, I'm going to take a little closer look at some of that paperwork in a minute. But before we do that, I just want to remind you guys that, you know, this was the news footage of when they were actually searching Pooh Shiesty's home. And a few days ago, or a day or so ago, this was going around and people were wondering what was going to happen, saying they're looking for that crate of grenades.
Peter is following now. We're learning more about an FBI search party at a home associated with Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty.
Now take a look. This was the scene earlier this
I
morning.
love it when these dumbass niggas get arrested. I might have to go live after this. I'm skipping this because we just watched this in the last reaction, the first one I posted earlier today. But oh my God, I love. Oh, here go the paperwork. Oh, it's about to get good, y'all. It's about to get good. It's about to get
Man, that shit related to this, and this doesn't give you the full. You know, the full complaint. This is actually a motion just to unseal the complaint, but we've got all of the you know, defendants' names there, and it basically says on March the 30th. So a few days ago, that's when the criminal complaint was actually filed and unsealed.
This is beautiful. This is fucking beautiful, man. I'm extremely happy when I see stuff like this. Not necessarily because I want people to go to jail, but in this case, I want his ass to go to jail so he could show some kids. Like, hey kids, this is what happens when you're stupid. This is what happens when you're a fucking idiot.
That actually charged all of these defendants, and it will basically break down the specific charges: kidnapping, conspiracy to commit kidnapping, and it basically says the grounds for sealing no longer exist. 8 of the 9 defendants are now in custody. 1 is currently in the Northern District of Texas. 1's in Tennessee. They're basically trying to get the last person.
The last person they're
and
looking
they're basically
for right now.
on the run. And they're trying to duck these charges, essentially. It says continued
ducking
sealing
no
of the
charges,
complaint
no.
serves no benefit to the public. And basically, this is just like a little bit of backstory, but we're not going to hear the full breakdown. What's going to happen is I believe this motion to unseal the complaint will probably be granted. We'll likely then get a full breakdown of the actual complaint and the exact allegations, the details, the evidence. It's going to be looking pretty bad. But this complex article actually does give a little bit more backstory about some of the victims and exactly what went down. It's got a little bit more information than some of the previous articles that I've covered. So it basically says that in the criminal complaint, which Complex have apparently obtained, so maybe they've been unsealed, at least privately, and some people have got their hands on it. It basically says it doesn't name Gucci Mane Radrick Davis specifically, but one of the victims is identified throughout as RD, so that is Radrick Davis. And they also mention Shiesty's previous signing with the 1017 label. So this breaks down the entire sequence of events that we'll be seeing in that unsealed indictment when it actually drops. It says, inside the control room, Lontrell Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, produced a purported contract termination or release paperwork from a bag and told Radrick Davis to sign. When Radrick Davis declined, Williams Jr. became agitated and the pair started.
It's crazy because when Seti Nash first said this happened in January, when Flacco first said this happened, when I first reacted to it, everybody called it cap. And all even from this first paragraph, every single thing that them niggas said happened, play by play is happening. He said sign this, he declined, he got irritated, they started arguing, pulled a gun out, robbed everybody.
To argue. And then two other people who could see inside the recording room initially believed Gucci and Pooh were discussing business, but as someone saw the conversation intensifying, he texted another person who was still in the lobby. The complaint continues as the argument inside the recording room ensued. Williams Jr. instructed fellow suspect Rodney Wright Jr. to get his bag. Wright complied, leaving the recording room before returning with a bag.
Rico, you got a leader.
Williams Jr. then pulled out what appeared to be a black AK-style pistol from the bag and pointed it at Gucci, demanding again that Gucci sign the contractual release paperwork. He complied, signing the paperwork for Williams Jr., while Pooh and his dad and Wright stood by Gucci, and he wasn't allowed to leave the recording room while he was being held at gunpoint. Now, here's the funny thing. Signing
so he was being held at gunpoint by Williams Jr. Williams Jr. is Pooh Shiesty, right? I think Rodney Wright Jr., that's Big 30 dumbass, was not allowed to leave the recording room and was held. Yeah, so Williams Sr., so his Pooh Shiesty dad and Big 30.
Someone
they just
from
stood
your
there at this time.
label under duress, under gunpoint, that ain't going to hold up in courtroom. You still signed to Gucci, buddy.
Exactly.
Right? Unlucky Pooh Shiesty. Gucci Mane is going to be lapping up
a check,
all of the royalties from your career. He's not going to be letting you drop. He's going to be blocking everything. He's going to be blocking your bag. This is the dumbest thing that anyone could have ever possibly done for their career. Gucci Mane has absolutely a chokehold. He
about to make so much money off Back in Blood. You know how much, even this shit is going viral right now. You know how much streams and how much money his YouTube channel is making right now, how many streams he getting, how much money his streams is making on Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, TikTok. This is about to be a story for I don't know how long. I'm sure the footage gonna end up coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like he could sue Pooh Shiesty. I'm sure Pooh Shiesty came home to a bunch of money from shows. He could sue him. Like he gonna be making money. His kids, his grandkids gonna be making money off your dumb ass, and you still gonna be in jail probably. Don't drop the soap, buddy. FBI, open up.
Pooh Shiesty by the balls. He's not going to let him go. A judge in a courtroom is not going to honor this signing.
The balls.
Absolutely no way. He's got you. Not only has he got you, but he hates you now. You robbed him at gunpoint. You slimed a king slime. This is absolute ridiculousness. Okay. So apparently, according to cell phone records, social media posts, surveillance footage, and more, they're all being the complaint, and it is just really not a good look. And Shiesty was on house arrest during the time. He's banned from possessing firearms or partaking.
So he did all this shit on an ankle monitor? There's no way. There's no way. He did this shit on an ankle monitor?
Activity. He's fucked.
Oh my God.
He's not only done all this on probation on house arrest. All right, it's already a bad look. But this is a serious crime. And he's not going to get out of his contract. He is an absolute dummy. So, what I want to do is I want to react to the full press conference and just have a little look and break down everything that was said in the full press conference. It's about 10-15 minutes. And then I want to react to some of what people are saying about this situation on Reddit. Should we look at what people are saying on Reddit first? Let's look at what people are saying on Reddit first. Then I'll just look at the full presser.
No, we know what they're saying, but let's look. Right. Shit.
So this is in Memphis 10. This is the drill street sub related to Memphis music and gangster rap. It says Pooh Shiesty and his dad arrested in connection to the federal investigation. We already know the details. People saying Free Pooh, not going to lie, he about to get Lil Durk numbers. They saying Lil Durk ain't got no numbers. Lil Durk about to get some numbers. So
Lil Durk about to get some numbers, bro. Y'all got to give it up, gang. All these, it's over with for all these niggas. All these wannabe tough guy. I got to prove to the internet. I got to prove to the world. I got to prove to everybody that I'm the biggest slime. I'm Shiesty. I'm gangster. I'm savage. It's over with for all these niggas, man. And the young ones, The young ones that's looking up, all the young drill rappers, the Lil Noonies from Chicago, the Fatsos, the Q50s, all y'all niggas gonna be next for y'all. Keep it up what y'all doing every day. All y'all ass gonna be next, bro. The feds is getting on niggas' ass, bro. This is not the police. This is the Federal Bureau of Investigation, bro. Y'all niggas
I will not be saying free
cooked.
this dumb fuck dog.
I'm not
got
saying
locked up twice
what?
when he had a career, and both times
Right.
he's been on some dumb shit. People saying Gucci ratted. Hernandez Govern ain't been lying about none of this. I don't think Gucci ratted. I think one of his security was genuinely off duty or retired cop, and he probably just called his homies. His homies that have something to do with the
Gucci Mane
the
ain't
police
gotta
to just say,
snitch.
"Yo, I just got choked. I just got choked half unconscious and robbed at gunpoint. Can we sort this out?" So how's Gucci rat if Pooh's dumbass pulled this stunt in front of a cop? Gucci don't got a rap. Pooh's dumbass told on himself. Says Gucci was with 2 other people. All 3 of them got robbed. And one of them got choked to near unconsciousness. Wouldn't they include that this dude robbed and kidnapped a police officer? It's looking like that narrative is false, but it doesn't mean that Gucci is snitching. It says Gucci still had to identify Pooh as Pops and Big 30, along with telling who, what, where, and robbed him. How if a cop was there?
He does not have to do that. A cop was there. The police was there. It's on camera. You robbed a bunch of other people. Whether Gucci snitched or not that's who cares? That doesn't matter. Gucci is supposed to snitch. He's not in the streets. The nigga probably ain't been to the hood in 10 plus years. He's not a gangster. There's no reason for him to not snitch. I would have snitched the next day. You would have even lasted 30 minutes without me calling the popo.
Call the popo, ho!
What, nigga? I would have went right downstairs. Excuse me, I just got robbed. Do you have the footage? Let's get that shit right now. We ain't even gonna lead. Let's get the footage right now. Let's make sure we got that. We need that.
Identify Pooh as Pops and Big 30, along with telling who, what, where, and robbed him. How if a cop was there? They got probably studio footage, all of that stuff. But people saying Hernandez ain't going to put rat status on a dude if it ain't true. He tapped in. Gucci security was off-duty police. They're saying, what Govan been yelling?
I'm not about to sit here and read about all this rat shit. That's probably all dumbass problem.
The gang subreddit, it went more viral here than it went in Memphis, ironically. But basically, people are saying that FN put that Drake in Gucci's face and made him sign off. While 30 fat ass blocked the door. This shit had me rolling. That FN put that Drake to Gucci face and made him sign him off.
No, for real. I think Pooh Shiesty might like boys, fo. He might miss that dick that's in there. Cause what other reason do you have to be begging to go back to jail?
He gonna be rapping the craziest lyrics. I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta like penis. You gotta like it. You gotta like being in jail. You must like it. Your girlfriend must be in there, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Your girlfriend must be in jail, gang. We know you probably throwing the prison prom. You know what I'm saying? You probably got Timothy Jones down the cell. He's shaking ass for you on, you know what I'm saying? We know you got money. You probably throwing honey buns for the man butt in there. What other reason do you have to be like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna go rob. I want to go back to jail so bad. I'm gonna go rob Gucci Mane. Yeah, oh yeah, y'all want to come with me? Y'all dumbass dumb as hell for going. As soon as some girls got let out, they out the red. Oh no, please, I don't know what's going on here. Please, Papa, please. Please, somebody, please.
His FDO2 in like 2052 gonna go hard as fuck. Gonna go so hard.
No, it ain't.
Pop that AK all in Gucci face and made him sign a contract. I told me 30 blocked the door if he'd step out. You know they don't want that. Oh my god. It's gonna be diabolical. Whole time this was real. Can't believe Shiesty pulled this crazy ass shit. I'm confused how bro thought this was gonna end, either legally or on some street stuff.
What did you think was gonna happen? You thought you was just gonna sail off into the sunset and be rich as hell the rest of your life? After you robbed Gucci Mane on camera at the studio? That's what I said in my last reaction. Like, y'all ain't even smart enough. Y'all ain't rob him in the alley. Y'all ain't wait till he left the studio. Y'all ain't had somebody else. At the very least, you could have at least hired a nigga like, hey, we gonna go in the studio. Hey, I'm gonna leave the back door open. You come in and just rob everybody, and then later we meet up, get my shit back, and you take the other stuff. Okay, cool. You could at least set it up, have somebody else rob him or something. Y'all little boys just stupid all the way around the board. I hope they give y'all niggas 85 years. Real deal.
I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the
Y'all
Northern
worked hard
District of
for that one.
Texas. Thank you for coming. 3 music industry professionals traveled. Once these 3 men, the remaining defendant Wright, barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader
they sent the big fat motherfucker, go barricade the door, nigga. They can't get past your big ass, all that blubber.
The conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed.
Wait a minute, what?
Within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants,
hours after leaving the studio,
were on social media.
They went on social media and took pictures of the shit that they robbed.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what did I tell y'all? Hey, this is the best part about it. Is this finna make me so much fucking money? I don't even know. I'm about to make a cool like 20,000 off Pooh Shiesty. Thank you, brother. Thank you. You're about to pay for my vacation. Not only did y'all do y'all niggas is. There's only explanation I have for this shit. What else could I call it? Y'all went on social media and took pictures of the shit y'all just robbed the niggas for?
Displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendant's roles in the federal offense. This is as follows. Electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location.
This nigga had a ankle monitor on while he did this. On camera. He did it on camera while he had an ankle monitor on. Like, what's going through your head when you planned on doing that? I just don't understand.
Which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Corroborating conditions. Offense location. Which would put him in.
So he wasn't even supposed to be in Texas. His ass was supposed to be at the crib because he was a house
violation of his home detention conditions.
God, bro.
Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group.
So this was all planned too. This was all planned. That's why they got in the cars and did it. They didn't catch flights so they could bring the guns with them and shit. Like,
surveillance footage
all this is planned,
from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least 2 of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days following the offense. Bro. Greyhound bus records.
These niggas, yeah, we gonna get on the Greyhound. Yeah. We gonna get on the Greyhounds. Them niggas got on the Greyhound. They got on the Greyhound. Oh my God, bro. They got on the fucking Greyhound. Do you know how long of a trip the Greyhound bus ride is, bro? I did it one time, never do that shit again a day of my life, nigga. I'd rather walk. Listen, gang, this is getting stupider. And every time this nigga say something different, hey, bro, you're doing a great job. Whatever your name is, Mr. Sir, DOJ, District Attorney, whatever the fuck, I don't know. Department of Justice Office. Yeah, Mr. You doing a great job, bro.
Confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense. In this case, came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence as alleged in the charging document. This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here, and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice.
Thank you, bro.
I want to thank the FBI Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force,
you're doing great work.
The FBI's Memphis Resident Agency and Nashville Field Office, the Memphis Safe Task Force, the Dallas Police Department, The United States Attorney for the Western District of Tennessee, Michael Dunovit, and AUSA Greg Wagner, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Texas, my dear friend and colleague Jay Combs,
go crazy,
and
Jay
the U.S.
Combs.
Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Tennessee,
Combs.
including my colleague Braden Busek, for their outstanding contributions in this multi-jurisdictional investigation and prosecution. I'd also like to highlight the extraordinary work. None of this happens without the extraordinary work of our AUSAs in this office, and I'm here to say we have the best AUSAs in the entire country. That includes AUSAs Robert Withers, Claire Demers, and my violent crime chief, Jeremy Fugate.
Assistant U.S. Attorney. I know because I watch Power a lot of times. That's what Angela Valdez was at AUSA. They doing great work. They doing great work. Y'all deserve a raise for this shit here. Y'all deserve a raise. Y'all deserve a raise. Listen, call me. We can order the Chinese food or something. we can order a little bit of tacos and enchiladas and tostadas. We can have a party. Yeah?
This really underscores the importance of standing up for crime victims, no matter who they are or where they come from. And the incredible collaborative, investigative partnerships.
All right, so elsewhere in the press conference, we're going to skip ahead some of the more boring stuff, but basically they talk a little bit about the victims. They're not trying to mention Gucci Mane, but I mean, we know what's going on.
Who these victims are and a specific location of this studio that we're talking about?
I'll answer the last part first. Yes, it'll be in the complaint, and we're happy to get you a copy of that. It's now unsealed. It was off Dallas Parkway in Dallas, Texas, a music studio. That's what's identified in the complaint. As far as victims go, we won't get into, at this time, who the victims are or not.
Chase with the Dallas Morning News. Can you describe the injuries suffered by the 3 victims?
So one of the victims, and this is actually in the complaint, and we'll get you a copy as well, there's a photograph of the injury. It looks like there's some abrasions on the neck and arm.
You were still seeking one suspect.
One of the individuals that's been charged has not had his initial appearance yet, but agents are actively working to locate and bring him to court.
Good job.
And I wanted to touch on that actually. Eric Bushman with KRLD. Since there's one person you're still trying to get to come in, I guess it's on request, it's initial appearance. You said that you're trying to work out. Because you're going public with this, are you afraid at all that that's going to hinder eventually getting another individual in?
Agents are working to find him. The complaint has already been unsealed, and a number of these defendants have had their public hearing already, their initial appearance, and so it's already out there that this individual has been charged, and so that information is in the public record. But
okay, people, I've actually got a bombshell. I've just been sent, as I'm recording this video, the full-blown thing. So we've got the full thing here.
Let's do it.
Right, and this is going to break down all the details. I'm very stoked that somebody managed to get their hands on it. Shout out to my guys.
I was going to say, he just said it's unsealed.
To my team, shout out to my guy, Ruffle, man, getting me this. So anyway, it says on January the 10th, 2026, approximately 5:50.
That nigga got out. Let's see. When did he get out? When did Pooh Shiesty get out? When did Pooh Shiesty get out of prison? He got out. No. So I think he got out in October. But then he ain't dropped FDO at first day out. He ain't dropped that till December. So I think he was like in a halfway house or something until he really came home.
PM victims who will be referred to throughout this affidavit by their initials or collectively as the victims. RD, Radrick Davis, Gucci Mane, MM, and BP were kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint at a music studio located at Dallas Parkway, Dallas, Texas. Okay. It says at 1 p.m. the victims flew to Dallas alongside RD's head of security. That's very interesting. And another security officer for a scheduled business meeting between Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty's been signed to 1017 since approximately 2021. Gucci and Shiesty were scheduled to meet because Shiesty was upset with the terms of his contract and wished to be released to them. Williams Jr. So Shiesty had asked Gucci to come to Dallas on this date so they could meet about business. All right. So at 1:45 p.m., the victims arrived at the meeting location at a recording studio within a larger office building. The victims entered the building and realized the recording studio was closed. They were waiting for the studio to open. Some people went to a liquor store and got liquor and red plastic cups. Shiesty's father would call another person multiple times on the day of the meeting. JN answers the phone and learns that Williams Sr. was attempting to book the recording studio that afternoon for Williams Jr. and Gucci to record music. They got surveillance footage. Oh, dear. Okay, they got surveillance footage. People talking about, oh, snitching. Bro, they got surveillance footage of you guys there. Got you. William Sr. talking on his cell phone before entering the building. At 3:39 p.m., an employee of the studio arrived to assist with production. And when the employee arrived, Williams Jr. and Sr., so Pooh and his dad, were standing at the back of the office building, engaged in what appeared to be an argument over the phone. 3:43, Pooh Shiesty, his dad, and others, they entered the east side of the office. The target suspects walked through the lobby area of the building. before going into the studio. One individual with dreads, later identified as Gibson, was seen exiting the office building. Shortly thereafter, returned with a bag slung over his shoulder. I wonder what was in the bag. Big, heavy bag.
Oh, we know
so
what
the
was
9
in the
individuals
bag,
entered
baby.
the studio's control room, where inside the victims were watching a football game. CW was positioned in the studio lobby, while TD remained in the vehicle they arrived in. Depicted below are photos of the studio, crime scene photos of the studio. Okay, the victims overheard Pooh Shiesty talking on his cell phone with a probation officer. You really did this just after you'd spoken
So
to
this nigga talked to, oh my God, this nigga talked to his probation officer, hung up the phone, and robbed some niggas, gang. Bro, with a Draco.
probation officer. The caseworker had given him permission to be out for rec time. Apparently, Shiesty was informed this was not the case and he needed to return immediately. So you're on house arrest, you're talking to your PO, you're not even supposed to go there. They've told you got to get home and you wear an ankle monitor. And you said, you know what, let me pull an AK and rob this fool. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
At a studio.
Gucci told Pooh they could reschedule the session, but Pooh said he wanted to speak to Gucci privately in the recording room. He agreed. They entered the recording room, Pooh and his dad and another man. Meanwhile, other people remained in the control room with 6 other individuals watching the football game. They offered to share liquor that they purchased with target suspects, and at least 2 accepted, so they were all drinking out the red cups. And then Pooh Shiesty pulled out his contract termination paperwork and told Gucci to sign. Gucci declined. Pooh Shiesty got agitated and they had an argument, and people could see them inside the recording room. They thought they were discussing business, but they saw the conversation was getting more and more intense. After the argument, Pooh Shiesty instructed Wright to get the bag. Wright complied. He left the room, came back with a bag.
So he texted his.
Shiesty.
So, but as Eminem saw the conversation intensifying, he texted CW. I don't know who MM is.
He instructed Wright to get the bag.
As the argument inside the recording room ensued, Williams Jr. Pooh Shiesty instructed, I think this is Big 30. So Pooh Shiesty told Big 30 to get his bag. Big 30 went to get the bag, so he left the room before returning with the bag. He gave the bag to Pooh Shiesty, and Pooh Shiesty pulled out.
Wright complied. He left the room, came back with a bag, and he pulled out an AK-style pistol, so like a Draco-type gun. Gucci then signed the paperwork at gunpoint, so that ain't going to hold up in a courtroom. And basically, they all stood by and made sure that Gucci couldn't leave the room while he was held at gunpoint. Wow. Wright then pulled out a cell phone and purported to record Gucci Mane signing the paperwork while being forced to say that he released Pooh Shiesty from the contract. That ain't going to be worth shit. After the release was signed, they took Gucci's wedding ring, his watch, and his earrings and cash. Wow. So the story about Gucci getting his wedding ring stolen is 100% true.
100% true.
After he signed the paperwork released, Pooh Shiesty provided the paperwork.
I'm not going to say I'm shocked or like I can't believe it. I'm a little shocked, but I'm not going to say I just can't believe it, because I believe if you told me that you could tell me anything about these so-called rappers and shit, at this point, I'll believe anything.
Spoke to his dad and asked him if the paperwork was good. The dad said it needed to be dated, and they then forced Gucci to add a date next to the signature. They all then left the recording room. The remaining subjects produced handguns and started to demand property from the other people that were there with Gucci. They pushed one of those people onto the couch in the control room. Somebody known to BP as CMO Damn Fool, part of Pooh's crew, later identified as Rogers, ran his pocket, stole his wallet, a chain, a necklace bearing 1017 from his neck. Another suspect he knew as Glizzy 375, later identified as McDaniel. During the robbery, McDaniel repeatedly threatened to shoot BP for moving, but when Pooh instructed McDaniel to not shoot him.
Rico, you clearly got a boss. You the one calling all the shots. You the one telling people what to do. They'll probably give your ass a Rico charge too, because this is obviously an organized crime. Y'all organized and planned to come here. Y'all crossed state lines. Y'all had a plan. Like,
he further identified an individual known as Baby Slime 375, later identified as Johnson, as being involved in the kidnapping and robbery. And during the control room robberies, Johnson possessed a firearm, held BP and others at gunpoint. MM and BP identified an individual they knew as KD, later identified as Walters, also being involved in the kidnapping and robbery, possessing a firearm. So these guys are identifying people. That makes me think that could be the off-duty cops. MM was choked from behind to the point of nearly losing consciousness and resulted in scratches in his neck and wrist. MM was robbed of a Rolex, a Louis bag containing multiple other high-dollar watches, Apple AirPods, his wallet, and he confirmed that the wallet had an Apple AirTag in it. You are the dumbest criminals in existence.
Literally.
So as the altercation...
I don't think it can get any stupider than this. This is
inside
like,
the control room ensued. Wright walked over to the studio door lobby, closed it, and blocked it with his body, preventing victims from leaving. The victims' security guards watched Wright barricade the door and attempted to force their way into the control room, but were prevented from entering. With handguns drawn, CW and TD managed to partially open the door, but they recognized they were outnumbered by the target suspects. Gucci was pushed onto the couch in the control room, causing the victims to believe they were going to be executed. Pooh Shiesty placed the barrel of the firearm to the back of BP's head and ordered him and Gucci to leave the control room in the studio through the west entrance. Gucci then instructed CW and TD to escort them to their vehicle. As the victims left, MM turned to Pooh Shiesty and asked him if they were really taking his watches. Based on later surveillance footage, target suspects left the studio and office building through the east.
Based on later recovered surveillance footage, the target suspects left the studio and office building through the east entrance at about 4:48 p.m.
Entrance at 4:44 p.m.
So they robbed them niggas and said, "Get out, go on ahead, get out."
These are absolute fucking morons, and they're all on camera. Got your shiesty on. Doesn't really matter if you got the shiesty on. Oh, we put the shiesty on. No one's going to capture me. You guys are fucking dumb. Exterior surveillance footage recovered from neighboring building.
Bro, these niggas rented cars in their name. They got their phones in their pocket. This nigga got on an ankle monitor. Like, the evidence kind of... I told y'all, if y'all need a job, gang, just go be a cop. Or work for the feds. This is the easiest job, and these niggas go snitch on themselves. You don't even gotta do no police work. You can just sit on the internet, sit there, look, watch YouTube all day, be like, oh, his dumb ass told on himself. Cool, bet. Hey, I got an arrest for you, boss. Yes, surefire case. Definitely. You're gonna have to give me a raise after this. You could demand a raise from these niggas. I'm telling you, man.
A white Buick Enclave, a black Dodge Charger Hellcat, a black Dodge Ram with a roll bar affixed to the bed of the truck traveling northbound. So we've got all your cars, all your custom vehicles spotted. According to law enforcement databases, Wright's father, also named as Rodney Wright, owns a 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat bearing Tennessee license plate. And I believe that license plate was red. It says the Charger was captured following close proximity. A Dodge Ram bearing an Arkansas license plate, same roll bar. They placed the Charger traveling in close proximity to a Buick Enclave bearing Texas license plates. The Enclave returns with Hertz Rental as its registered owner. So you're doing all that in rentals. Okay. They spoke to Hertz about the information about the car. It had been rented in Pooh Shiesty's father's name. Rented the car in your name. Yeah, genius. Genius. Do all this drilling in the name. The car was rented to William Sr. at the time of the robbery. Location information provided in response to a search warrant detailed the movements of the Buick. They corroborated the LPR scans and confirmed the Enclave was at or near the offense location, you big dummies. Okay, then they got Pooh Shiesty's electronic location monitoring. Oh dear, you did all that with an ankle monitor on? Yeah, okay, good one. Pooh Shiesty serving 63 months for violating the Firearms Act. He basically is on home confinement. He can't possess any deadly weapons or being in the company of anyone with a deadly weapon. He's required to wear an electronic monitoring device. Investigators received partial records, including location data. They corroborated the movements, including his location near the offense location. You are a moron. On the day of the offense at 1:50 p.m., Pooh Shiesty's dad was seen entering a Staples location. The rented Buick can be seen on surveillance video. He walks in and used the copy printer receipt. Don't tell me you used the rental to go to Staples to print out the contract that you made him sign. Please don't tell me. He did a transaction at the copy printer machines.
Yeah, he went. This nigga went. Oh my god. This is his dad, by the way, bro. This is his dad. This is his daddy. So he's supposed to be the older, smarter motherfucker. So even if you know a normal good dad would be like, son, you're not doing this shit. Take your ass in hell. We going home. That's what I would have did. Before I helped my son rob a nigga, I would have smacked him, knocked him out, threw him in the trunk. We would have rolled back home. Nigga, you need to get your mind together, homie. I'm not going to help your dumb ass do that dumb ass shit. I promise you that. And if you do it, it ain't gonna be with me. But let's say you did help your son do that. You would at least be smart enough to not go to Staples. Like, damn, like y'all niggas is really slow. Like, I don't think y'all know how to spell y'all name slow, like that bad, like twin. Like, you didn't even think to, hey, let's buy a printer. Let's get it printed at the house so we don't have no paper trail. Like, y'all didn't think of nothing. Like, y'all planned and executed. Y'all got text messages, phone calls. Y'all planned to go. Y'all left. Y'all drove across state lines, which already makes it federal. Before y'all got there, y'all stopped in Frisco and got and printed out the contract with your credit card after you rented a car in your name. All while he got on the ankle monitor. Y'all all got y'all phones in y'all pocket. Y'all go to a studio to rob a nigga on camera with a gun, and you supposed to be on house arrest. You in a whole other state supposed to be on house arrest. You in a whole nother fucking state. You get off the phone with your probation officer. You rob Gucci Mane. I mean, no. First you make Gucci Mane sign the deal. Then you and all your homies rob everybody there. Then y'all leave, go home, drive home, and take pictures of everything y'all robbed and put it on social media. Y'all choking out police officers. You seen that white man right there. You robbing the white man too? And you
okay. Visited the Staples in the car that you rented that was at the location. He went to the Staples for the purpose of printing off the contractual release that was presented to Gucci Mane. Premeditation, you big dummies, all right? Yeah. Cell phone records for Pooh Shiesty and his dad and other people, telematics. Look, we ain't got to read it all, okay? But they got the cell phone data. The cars and the people were in the area of where
they got everything. The only thing they don't got is the guns,
Windrose
bro.
Tower. Now you doxed as well. Unlucky. Okay. He resided there before moving into his residence at 12 Cowboys Way in Frisco's, Texas. Whoops-a-daisy. They all traveled together to the area of the offense location, arriving at 3 p.m. All the data said you all went there and rented. Bro, you guys are cooked, basically. Look, I don't need to read you all of this.
They're cooked.
But, yeah. You were all tracked exactly where you were supposed to be, where we thought you were. And the Comfort Inn, all right? All staying at the Comfort Inn, okay? Surveillance footage from the Comfort Inn got you all in the same clothing as the robbery suspects. Whoopsie, got you all in the same fits. All on camera with your faces out. Pooh Shiesty should have been wearing shiesties, didn't he? It wouldn't have even helped. Got all of you on there.
Then y'all dumbass went to the hotel with the same
And then they did
on.
prints lifted from the crime scene, ran through AFIS. The same day, a fingerprint expert received hit notifications. Prints on the red Solo Cup identified as Gibson, identifying the target suspects through Instagram. Everybody knew Pooh Shiesty through his legal name and his Instagram handle. Okay. They basically identified him. He was wearing a black Shiesty mask. Now that really kills it, right? You get caught up wearing the Shiesty mask. You popularized the Shiesty mask. You wearing a Shiesty mask to conceal your identity doesn't work when you're the man that invented Shiesties. You fucking dummy. Absolute moron. Absolute moron. You guys are the reason that hip hop and drill music is dead, because you do this dumb stuff. You have the greatest opportunities to make it in music, and you do dumb shit like this, and you throw away great opportunities that other people would kill for.
Yep.
The victims identified William's senior account, so they got his dad's account, CEO Big
grown ass man, by the way. If his son, if Pooh Shiesty, let's see how old Pooh Shiesty dad is. How old is Pooh Shiesty's dad? Pooh Shiesty 26. His life is over with. So this is a 50-year-old man. His Instagram name is Mob Ties Global. So that tells you everything you need to know.
The victims identified William's senior account, so they got his dad's account, CEO Big 30 shots. Brr. All right. So disappointed in Big 30, man. I was loving his music lately. He was identified by Instagram. Okay, a Shiesty is a popular balaclava-style face mask. They ain't even going to mention that Pooh Shiesty literally is the person that actually popularized this. So they got KD. They've identified his Instagram. Whoopsie. Getting that money. BP identified as Downfall 375. Whoopsie. Identified you. Yes, I'm a big watch fan, okay? I'm a big watch fan. You know I love my watches. You know I love my kettles, all right? So I can't wait to hear. So saying, oh, surveillance footage. He saw him exiting the building with a Louis Vuitton bag. He posted a video showing himself wearing a Rolex GMT Master 2, the Batman. They stole a Batman with an oyster steel band, very similar to the watch stolen from MM. He provided the serial number. He was also wearing shoes that were similar to those he worn during the offense. The Batman. I fucks with the Batman. The Batman's hard. All right. And he's actually using his GMT function. He's twisted the bezel so he can track a second time zone. This is the first person I've ever seen. For all of the drillings that you guys do, at least you're using the functionality of the GMT Batman. Okay. I'm a big watch guy. Anyway, they identified everyone else through the Instagram, twin
Look
CMO.
at all of this shit, gang.
Right?
I can't believe
that you guys bezel so he can
I
track
cannot believe. So you got on Instagram and flexed the Rolex right after you robbed a nigga? On January 15th, Rogers posted a video on Damn Food. Literally, his Instagram name is Damn Food. Wearing a Rolex watch with an oyster band that appears visually similar to the watch he stole. Who provided investigators with photographs, a receipt, and a serial number for the stolen watch.
Very similar.
So he got on Instagram. Look at the picture, bro.
No, I love my kettles, all right?
Where's the picture, bro?
During
Go
the
to
offense.
this nigga got on a camera flexing a watch. Understand how fucking stupid and retarded you gotta be. He's flexing the watch. I'm thinking when they first said he put it on Instagram, I'm thinking at least you took a picture in a DM or something, like trying to sell it. This nigga is flexing the watch. Like he rich as hell or something. Like, hey man, listen, boy, gang. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these. Like, hey bro, this shit like this, I don't have no explanation for. Like, I don't know. Like, you have the IQ of a fucking squirrel. You gotta, a squirrel smarter than you, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you gotta be dumber than a box of fucking Captain Crunch.
And I fucks with the Batman. The Batman's hard, all right? And he's actually using his GMT function. He's twisted the bezel so he can track a second time zone. He's actually Batman, okay? I'm a big watch guy. Anyway, they identified everyone else through the Instagram, twin CMO.
That's the person,
right? He was the person who choked and scratched and wanted to shoot MM during the offense. They matched his driver's license photograph with the individual on the account. You're cooked.
Have mercy.
Oh no, not another. Not showing up.
God, bro. You're posting this on your story. This dumb motherfucker not even wearing the watch the right way. He got the watch. He got the Rolex the other way. He not even wearing it right. He just he just put the cash on the floor and showed his Rolex. This shit don't even fit his arm. Look at the caption. They gave up on this shit. The ones that didn't know what's coming. Like he just been grinding his ass. Like he just been grinding. Like, yeah, I just got me a new Rolex. Then he posted another one with the box. He got the box. He got the ID card for the Rolex, the serial number on that bitch. He going crazy. Look at him. Like, yeah, I've been grinding. I've been grinding my whole life, nigga. Finally got me a Rolex. Yeah, your ones that went against it, y'all know what's coming. Yeah.
Off another GMT.
I can't believe
this. And he's
shit,
using
bro.
the GMT function too. You got to track multiple time zones when you're doing these kinds of armed robberies. He posted a large amount of cash and a Rolex similar to one stolen from MM and a location tag of Dallas, Texas. They gave up on the ones that didn't know what's coming. I'll tell you what's coming. Prison. I'll tell you what's coming. You gave up on the ones that didn't know what's coming. Prison. That's what's coming. You a dummy. And I'll grab this watch. I'll buy this watch from the evidence locker for the low if you guys want.
Nah,
just so
bro.
dumb. It's a nice watch. The solid gold GMT is a super nice watch. And they stole the 1017 chain.
Dumbass nigga stealing the 1017 chains and putting them on. What the fuck? You stole the chains and put them on? Like, bro, I really can't begin to understand how stupid somebody has to be. And for you to like actively be doing this like in real life, like you understand his brain is working and functioning. Something in his brain, like, you know how you could be sitting here and you like do that. You didn't actually tell your brain like pick my left hand up and put it towards my shoulder. You just did it. It's like your brain, like as soon as you told yourself to do it, you just did it. Like you control yourself. You know what I'm saying? You see that? So like shit's going past his brain, bro. He robbed him, left, fresh off the robbery. He took the chain, put the chain on, pulled his phone out. He said, in his head, he said, yeah, nigga, I'm finna flex on these nigga. What? Yeah, I'm finna get with that one. Rolly, 1017. I hope y'all get a fucking 100 years, bro. Y'all niggas is like,
how are you holding people up at gunpoint, telling them to take you off the label, and then you flexing the label?
Exactly.
He wore the 1017 necklace. You a fucking idiot. BP identified an individual, Baby Slime. He was present during the offense. He posted a story and tagged them. Folks got that shit on. Oh my God. You guys are so dumb. So online investigative research and Memphis gang investigators confirmed that The individual depicted matches Gibson's recent arrest booking. They identified all of you guys. Summary of suspects' involvement. Okay, we basically look. We've summarized all of this. All right, everybody is plugged in. They was getting the Greyhound bus. We identified everybody. Conclusion. In conclusion, you're all cooked. This is one of the dumbest things I've seen. I'm so disappointed in Pooh Shiesty and his whole entourage.
I'm not disappointed. I'm not surprised at all, bro. Like I said, the first crime he did was fucking stupid. And the fact that y'all niggas got all access to all this money, it just show you, gang, money don't buy sense, bro. It's a lot of dumb motherfuckers with a lot of money doing a lot of dumb motherfucking shit, boy. I don't know. Hey, I'm out of laughs at this point. This has been an hour video. I'm extremely happy that these dumbass nincompoops can get arrested for this shit, bro, because it got to stop at some point. I don't give a fuck. Y'all gonna be mad at me all y'all want to be. Hopefully Bloodhound Q50 next. He the one that want to rob 5,000 rappers and chains, and he doing the same shit they doing. Rob a nigga for a chain and get on Instagram with the chain. Like, y'all, I hope y'all niggas don't drop it. So let's finish this here. What Trap Lord Ross got to say, since we already here at the end of the video.
So like, you guys are actually really giving the rap game a bad name right now. Lil Durk crashed out, he threw his life away. Everyone's really disappointed,
name, bro. Like, hey, y'all nigga ass is stupid. Y'all is stupid. Like, real deal. Like, hey, boy. And I know they sitting in the feds, and I know that they know they cooked. All of them. Big 30, we'll never hear his ass. Never hear another song from your ass again. We'll forget about you in a few months. As soon as by the time you get sentenced, you'll be done. Nobody talking about YNW Melly no more. He's done. He's cooked. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really talking about Lil Durk no more too. You notice that? King Von, nobody talk about him or care. It's just on to the next rapper, bro. You know what I'm saying? And boy, oh boy. If you that stupid, gang, you need to be in jail anyway, because somebody that's dumb enough to do the shit they did is a danger to society. We shouldn't have to live around your dumb ass. You so, like, man.